Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. I'm glad to hear on this Friday morning. I want to thank Bill and the group yesterday taking my spot. I was down there with some FWC biologists, and we're doing that. Well, ran down to the laboratory with the scallops and all, and we just had a great day. Really enjoyed it. I'm going to have that video for you next week, and you're going to really enjoy it. So we're talking about scallop sitting and all kind of stuff coming up soon. But today, our weather brought to us by Haney Technical Center. We're looking at a high of 70 and low of 56, and the water temperature now is hung in there about 2 or 3 days at 66. You know, on Tuesday, it hit 68, and we got all excited. But it's been down to 66 for a couple of days. But this weekend looks like a great weekend to get out on the water. It's going to be a nice weekend. It'll be a little cool early, but the day's going to be really nice. River readings, Apalachicola, Bluntstown, 10.1, and it's pretty steady. Got a little bit of drop to it coming up by Sunday. Choctahatchee, Caryville, 6.1. The Choctahatchee is getting in good shape. Tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn. We're looking at good, strong tides. The low tide was this morning at 3:06. It's coming in right now. It's going to come all the way in to about 4:29 this afternoon. Got a good incoming tide. Marine forecast be coming out of the southeast now. It's been coming out of north a lot the last couple of weeks. It's been blowing the whole month of March. Today it's going to be coming about 10 miles an hour out of the southeast. We're going to take a break, come back with our special guest. Welcome back, and look who's back, Brad Stevens.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
I'm doing great. It's always just fun having Brad on. I got a picture of a truck I want to show you right now, but what you been up to, buddy?
And I've been fishing a lot, you know.
He has. I've seen the pictures.
Every Monday morning, I go, if you live in the city of Panama City, you need to be at City Hall, 8:30 every Monday morning. We do Monday morning with the manager.
Y'all meet at City Hall and then go?
Yeah, there's the whole city meets. Mark McQueen, our city manager at Panama City, he has a Monday morning with the manager. So he talks with us for an hour, uninterrupted hour, not one-on-one, it's like 45 on one. But so his rundown, way off topic from what I wanted to talk about this morning, he gives you a 10 or 15 minute kind of where the city is, what their plans are, and then he opens it up and it's just question and answer. And it is the most informative, encouraging meeting I attend, and it's every Monday morning. So that's every Monday morning from 8:30 to 9:30. Okay. I'm on the water by 10 o'clock. Awesome. I mean, I'm in there like whatever I'm wearing fishing, I'm sitting in there with, you know, sun shirts, nasty jeans. It just, because I leave there and I'm on the water by 10 o'clock. Then I fish every Monday morning from 10 to 2. It's like a job. It is a job. So I fish 10 to 2, and then I'm off the water. I go pick my daughters up from school and I take them to dance. That is my Monday, and it's kind of somewhere different every Monday. I did a repeat of a spot this Monday because I just had a feeling the fishing was going to be good up there. We're going to be able to hide from the wind. Well, of course, you can't hide from this wind. It is everywhere. And you want to talk about how windy it's been this March? Oh, my goodness, has it been windy.
Every day.
Every day.
I know.
Like, it starts off and you're like, all right, we're going to have a not windy day. Lo and behold, it gets windy. There's some saying about March, in like a lion, out like a, that's May, I don't know.
Come in like a lion and leave like a lamb.
Well, it ain't left yet.
It ain't left like a lamb. It's still a lion.
It's
but
not left.
I've seen your pictures on Facebook every Monday. I mean, you've been catching some nice fish.
We have, and it's a testament to how good our fishery is here right now. It's as good as I've ever seen it.
Yeah, it's good.
The fish are consistent. We've been on the little school of redfish, and what's cool is every week, I've been doing this since January, so all year long, I've launched at a different spot. There's only been 1, maybe 2 days that I haven't caught a fish. And they may not be bragging fish, and we'll show you some pictures here in the next segment. I mean, some of them are small, but nothing else. I caught a bunch of bass. I talked about bass last time I was in here in Burnt Mill Creek. So it's just getting on the water. It's done so much for my mental state. I mean, I'm still crazy as you know what, but just being on the water relaxes me. I unplug in the sense of I'm not checking emails and answering every text that comes through and taking every phone call, you know, like I do. And I know your phone's ringing and you're glued to it because you're afraid your contractor's going to call or your insurance company's going to call.
Right.
Well, I get out there on the water, I just forget all that. I need a couple hours to myself. We take lots of pictures, we take video, We have fun. I fish with different people. So if you ever want to go fishing one day, just holler at me. So I literally go every Monday. But I don't care how good the bite is early morning. I will not be on the water before 10 o'clock. It's a schedule. It's on my calendar.
He's an ambassador for Panhandle Outdoors and kayaks and all this because what you're doing, you're actually doing it.
Absolutely.
You know?
We do more than read the brochure.
Okay, look, we got all kinds of stuff we got to talk about real quick.
And I can blow through a lot of this because if you've ever watched the show before, which I'm sure you have, you're familiar with all of this product. I just wanted to show you these 3 Yeti products right here. This is Yeti's new color. These 3, and I don't even know the color name. I don't even know the name.
Orange
I know this
blue.
is Reef Blue. We don't use the word orange in my family. I don't know what color this is. I'm colorblind. It's
okay.
And then Sand and Reef Blue, and we're still trying to figure out an acceptable Stevens name for this color right here.
A sunburst.
I don't know what it is, but it's kind of, if you're a Georgia Bulldog fan, you're going to need this cup. That's just all I got to say. And it's got a little orange hue to it. But those are their limited edition. Yeti doesn't tell us, when they go it's limited, they don't give us a X. So Yeti knows how many of these they're going to sell. And when they're gone, they're gone.
Yeah.
People all the time call, do y'all have this color? Do you have that color? I go, no, that was limited. They go, my kid wants one or my wife wants one. I go, that's awesome. Sorry, they're not here. So these are limited. We have them in stock as soon as you walk in. We have really beefed up our Yeti inventory. We got more coolers than we've ever had, more cups than we ever had. Okay. And so really, really cool. And y'all,
it's just a great product.
I believe in it. You know, I drink coffee out of one absolutely every single morning. It's beat up, it's tethered, it's fallen off my truck a couple times.
Yeah, I do too.
So, and then old David Jones, local boy, started his company, 850.
Love that color.
Yes, this is a good color. And it's, these colors, we got about 6 or 8 more colors in the store. They're changing literally weekly. We do an order from him. It's kind of like Russian roulette. I go, I need X amount of hats. And he brings them to me. And I don't know what's in the box till it shows up. And he just launched this, it's called a dad hat. We don't know why it's called a dad hat, but we have no idea. The industry calls it a dad hat. He calls it a dad hat. We call it a dad hat, and it's just a simple little orange on it.
Okay.
But ironically, the women love this hat. So it's called a dad hat, but the ladies love it. So I don't know, a whole nother topic there. But so we have the 850 hats in stock. And then another local company that we absolutely love.
Yeah, you notice all these local people are selling through Brad, a local company.
So we kind of have a little policy, and we can't stick to it all the time, but it's a locally manufactured, locally based product that we sell, or it's a company that our values align with, and they kind of, that's a story and it's a history behind it. Yeti has a really cool story about how 2 brothers brought this. You can think what you want about Yeti politically. They love the outdoors. They pour millions of dollars into preservation and kids hunts that they don't even talk about because they don't think that kind of stuff needs to be bragged about. So then you're doing it for the wrong reasons. They do it because it's the right thing to do. So a friend of mine, Dan and Glover, local boy, he makes the St. Andrews pepper sauce. So we have their hot sauce here. He has 3 flavors. He has, we have their peach grilling sauce right here. And then this right here is the salsa. Okay. And he's got a couple flavors of all of them. He sets up every Saturday morning, if you want to sample these, at the St. Andrews Farmers Market from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. is the St. Andrews Farmers Market, the Smith Yacht Basin just north of the shop and next to the shrimp boat. So you can sample them, buy them from him. I don't care if you buy them from me or him. I'm selling this to support him, not necessarily to make money. But if you want to buy it any day besides Saturday, I'm your guy.
Cool, cool. All right, let's take a quick break. Got a few more stuff. We got some good pictures coming up. Okay, welcome back. Here with Brad. Brad's always bringing all kind of good stuff, and we got, this is we're right on April. I mean, Monday's gonna be April, so May you got Mother's Day, June you got Father's Day, and then you got all kind of birthdays in the spring. So great gifts right here.
Why are there so many spring birthdays?
There's just a bunch of them.
There's a ton of them. I got 2 of them in my family, my kids.
Yeah.
And my wife and I. So one thing that I've been able to do since I've been on the water so much is try out a bunch of different pairs of sunglasses.
Yes.
We sell a ton of Costa sunglasses and a ton of Smith Optic sunglasses. And they're great. And between those 2 companies, I can't tell a huge difference in how I see through the water or how and I don't even know how these are out here. There's some of them are Costa, some of them are actually Hobie, I'll get into in a second. And so we have Costa and Smith. But the one thing that I really got surprised with this year was this pair right here. Now this is Costa. Smith has the same one. I've not tried the Smiths, This is, and it's impossible to see this on TV, this is a silver sunrise lens. It is super bright. So a lot of these overcast days, early morning, late at night, this is the lens you need. You know, if turkey hunting, they wear them yellow glasses because it's early morning, late, and it brightens everything up. Same concept here, but these are polarized, they're mirrored, so they still protect your eyes, and they're just...
And they're made by who?
This is Costa.
Costa.
So
okay.
Costa's near and dear to my heart. They're based out of Florida. They are, a lot of this glass right here is actually manufactured in Florida. They get all the raw materials and they hand assemble them all in Daytona,
Daytona Beach. I've been by their store.
There we go.
The shop.
And they cut all their lenses here. They come in these giant sheets from overseas. And then they do the final manufacture and the fit and finish in Florida. And what a lot of people don't know is after Hurricane Michael, they were up here in force cutting trees and handing out stuff. They didn't advertise it.
That's cool.
They were one of the first companies to physically check on us at our store, and they came with a crew, said, "We're here to help." I said, "We don't need help. Go out in the neighborhoods." They were cutting trees, clearing trees. It's a wonderful company. Something I do want to spend a little bit of time on is the Hobie sunglasses. We just brought Hobie sunglasses in about a week ago. I'm wearing a pair right now. So the thing about Hobie sunglasses is they are one of those fantastic value, best bang for your buck sunglasses. We don't sell a pair of Hobie sunglasses. It's over $100. So they're definitely that price point. But with that, they're not quite as good on the water, cutting through that glare as your Costas and Smiths. They're in that $160 to $220 price range. But I am super, super impressed with the quality of these sunglasses. And handful of people that have worn them said they can see through just as good, which kind of reinforces, well, if you've been in my store, y'all ask, which lens is the best? I go, this is what I like, put them on. I see different than you. I firmly believe my eyes process light's different than yours. So what works for me may not work for you. If it was, we'd all wear the same exact pair of glasses. So they're really good. These are their two fashion-oriented frames here. I'm wearing a kind of a fashion frame because I'm a fashionista. But this pair right here is what I really like. This is what all of our Hobie team guys have been wearing for about 6 months now. They love them. They say they can see through the water. They're catching lots of redfish with them. But that pair of glasses right there floats. So if it falls off your face, it floats. So being totally transparent, don't know how I feel about that because it used to be when it fell over, you came back and bought another pair from me. So I don't know if I want them floating. Just kidding. I don't want you losing glasses.
Listen, great story. In September, I took my grandson out. We were up in Lynn Haven, and I leaned over, and my glasses fell off, and I actually went in the water after them because the pair, that Smith pair that I bought from me, which I love, I wasn't going to dare lose them, but now I'm going to start buying floating glasses.
Yeah,
I'm serious.
There's a lot to it, and I didn't bring any today, but with Costa, we have their top 3 or 4 frames that have the readers in the bottom of them. So if you're out there, if you're struggling to tie on your line or anything like that, they're just like readers. You can just look in the very bottom and it magnifies everything. I think we're stocking 2.0 magnification. Okay. If you need a little bit more, we can order it for you and we won't tell everybody.
I need to come out and get one of them because you're right. When you're trying that,
it is, and you're out there, so it has the polarization. But you used to have to put your reading glasses on the bottom and try to look through all of it, and it's super nice. It's such a small field of reading. It's not good enough to like read articles with, but it's enough to tie a line. We're talking 15, 20 seconds. You can play golf in them and see your scorecard with it, because a lot of times your readers, when you're teed up over the ball, when you're looking down, that line's right where you're needing to strike the ball, so you can't wear them. And then Olakai, y'all know how much I love Olakai. Olakai, every shoe sold supports Hawaiian culture. And why is that important? Well, there's a lot of history over there that's trying to be pushed out of the school system, and because of funding and budget cuts and all of that stuff. So Olakai makes a financial contribution back into the communities to support their heritage, so they know where they came from and the important roles they've played and everything. This is a fashion. This is your going out flip flop right here, or going to work, taking your wife out to dinner. This pair right here, full blown water. You can wear it obviously on the boat. They're all non-marking soles, and this is it's fully waterproof. So you're good to go. We actually have a waterproof leather pair of glasses. They dip it in so much wax that it actually makes the leather waterproof, kind of like your old baseball gloves. You wax it. And then this over here, this is actually a water shoe. It has the drain holes on the inside, so the water just comes right out. It's fabric where the water comes out but not in. And all Olukai shoes have the patented fold down heel, so you can just slip your foot right in and without having to flip your heel up. And it has laces, but they're fake laces. It's still a slip-on. And then this right here is one of our ladies pairs, and we've really expanded our ladies side of our selection this year. We have, my Olukai rep told me yesterday, there's one store in Destin that has a bigger selection of what we have in little old St. Andrews. So that's a big Destin, almost a franchise store.
That's a testimonial.
It is, and I was like,
that's great.
I had this look on my face, and she said, "What's wrong?" I said, "That means I spent too much money." We're in Panama City, so, but I believe in y'all. I believe in the product, so I feel very confident that we're going to be able to obviously move them, and
cool.
They just make a good product.
Sounds good. We're going to take our final break and come back. We're going to draw some seafood, and we got some fishing reports and pictures. All right, welcome back. Today we're Brad Stevens from Sunjammer down in St. Andrew. Let's take a look at our fishing game times today. Brought to us by Blue Water Outriggers out in Port St. Joe, 7:59 to 9:59. And that was this morning. Tonight, 8:23 to 10:23. Let's do our Friday drawing. And Brad, you know what we're doing. This is going to be a $20 gift certificate to Tarpon Dock Seafood. Who's our winner?
Daryl Weeks from Greenhead.
Greenhead, all right. And the big red snapper. Big red snapper.
Why can't I not grab one? That's because I was meant to pull this one right here. From Gene Vaughn from Bonifay.
Bonifay, we got them all over. Greenhead and Bonifay, thank you very much. I got to show a couple of pictures before we get back with Brad. We're going to check this out. How about our buddy Stan Kirkland? He's getting over his heart surgery, and he went fishing. He went hunting for the first time the other day. He got this big old 19-pound turkey. Good job, Stan Kirkland. And there, Jamie McCormick sent a picture of her son, Michael, up there in Wausau. Got a nice gobbler. Good job, Michael McCormick. And these are the people that Stan shot. Julie Buttram Gabby, a friend of ours down in Wakulla County is where we took it. Real quick, I'll read this to him. This is from Darren Parker. Hey, Coach, my son Noah got his first turkey during this year's youth weekend. This gobbler put on a great show for us, and Noah is hooked on chasing turkeys now. And how about that? Is that a cool picture? That's a wall hanger, having a little boy there, turkey hunting and all. Okay, so that's our pictures, and you got.
I'm having technical difficulties, so to see my pictures, you're gonna have to go to our Facebook page, our Instagram page. We've been posting stuff as we go, and if you're not hooked up with us on social media, it's where we kind of put our day-to-day as we're going, as we're getting new products. Everybody always wants to know when do y'all get, the new Yeti stuff. We put all that stuff on our stories. So if you aren't familiar with stories, come in the store, we'll show you. But that way we just aren't plugging our wall up with we're restocked with the same item. Because we run out of stuff. That's just all there is to it.
Yeah. Speaking of stuff, you got some good shirts.
I do. So this is our in-house shirts. We've ordered 12 new designs for 2019. It's hard to believe we're already in 2019 and like almost halfway through it seems like.
Yeah.
But so this is one of our new designs right here. And I'm just going to blow through these. Come in the store. They're all, this says no working during drinking hours. With a saltwater ale on it. These are all on comfort colors. They're really good feeling shirts. And I got a toss up. If this is my favorite, this is a guy on the front of a Poland platform with a tarpon hooked up. And then the pocket on this one just simply is just a real simple St. Andrews 2019. It's kind of our year shirts. We're going to start doing, years, so you get our shirt every year. It has the year on it and kind of progress with us. I think this one might be our favorite. It's just the most detailed shirt. It's just dude laying in a hammock overlooking a sunset, and it has, the year we were established was 1999, and we're in historic St. Andrews. And the saying on it says, seashell days and laid back nights.
Oh, cool.
So that works. And then the Salty Swagger Boys, they launched a local collection shirt. This is the first of several. This is just a mahi. This is printed on a really good quality performance shirt. And this is one of my favorite designs. Closely followed, or this one may be ahead with this one. It's just an old tugboat. They're just a bunch of old tugboat captains at Salty Swagger. So super, super cool designs, laid back, really quality prints. I've worn this shirt several times already, and it's comfortable. It has a UPF or SPF, or keeps the sun off of you, whatever that rating is that it needs to have.
That's cool. That is cool. On the fishing reports now, you can give a fishing report because you've been red fishing a lot, and on Mondays you're catching redfish.
We are. We're catching them. It doesn't matter if I'm over in East Bay, North Bay, or West Bay. Fishing pattern's all about the same. They're in the water, and you got to hook them in the mouth.
Okay, and here's one from Larry Brown over in Choctaw River. He said, after a week of fishing every day, I can safely say that fishing on the east end of the Choctaw Bay is on a fair at best. So that's coming out of Choctaw or an eastern viewing area. I caught no more than 17 fish all week. Now, this is a report, like I say, come from Larry, who lives over in Bunker. He fishes almost every day on the Choctaw River and also in the Choctaw Bay. His brother Bill did catch some redfish and went on down Choctaw. Let's see, the bass tournament fishermen were talking, they didn't do very well. Brim fishing was poor, but it's about to pick up. So water temperature is 62.8 degrees over there.
Our water temperature up in the bay has been right around that 70-degree mark.
I was going to ask you, have you checked it? It's already that warm.
Yep, it's been between that 68, 69, and 70. You get back in some of the mud bottom bayous in the middle of the day, it's in the mid 72, 73 even we've seen.
Okay, well, that's a testimony right there as far as if heating up that far in flats, that warm, they're headed that way.
We're getting close, absolutely.
Yeah. I was down there, like I say, in Apalachicola and all yesterday, and I talked to some folks, and then there were some red fishermen out there, and they were having pretty good luck. This was down outside of Carabel. And I stopped by Sea Quarters, and they're really catching on the eastern end of the viewing area. They're really catching some redfish out of Carabel. Good reports there. So if you're going to go this weekend, I would hit the flats.
Absolutely.
And the lower
get in the flats and just make lots of casts.
And don't forget the kayak fishing. You just stay so quiet.
Absolutely. We were fishing up in West Bay this last week, or North Bay. We're right there at that intersection. I don't know which bay I was in. And Dwayne's like, oh my gosh, there was like mid-30 size redfish literally swimming along with us. But I don't think that redfish ever knew we were there. And if he did, he sure wasn't scared of it. Now, he wouldn't eat anything. But, kayaks are quiet.
We got to get out of here, buddy.
We do.
How you do? That's a great job.
Thanks.
I'll run by and see Brad now. Tell him you saw him on TV. He gets a kick out of that.
I do. It makes my head swell. I got to open my hat. And we're closed Sundays and Mondays. Don't forget that.
Have a great weekend. Do something good for your fellow man, and God bless.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.